Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Welcome for another edition for my top stocks to watch weekly video and chart request. You ask, I chart. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Without any further ado, please like, subscribe, share with friends. Let's see the charts. In this video, my top 10 stocks to watch for the coming days and few more chart request names from followers and Discord members. If you want to participate in the chart request weekend video, you can join free Fibonacci Traders Discord, link in the description below. You can post your charts request. ABBV, first name on the list. On the right side we have the weekly, left side we have the daily. Always zoom out, zoom in to get a better point of your price action. On the weekly, we can clearly see higher lows, lower highs, but if we zoom in to the daily, we can see 158 is the 618 Fibonacci retracement. We are waiting for a break up and above it, continuation to the upside. Then we can take long, and with high probability, next resistance will be this blue trend line. ACCD, very interesting price action. If we can see on the weekly, 1360, 1370 is a very tough resistance for price just by looking left. Since January and also here during August and September, it was a very tough resistance area. Now let's see a break up and above, continuation to the upside. And if we go to the daily, we have all the Fibonacci levels for future resistance to the upside. All we have to do, follow price on the weekly and the daily and manage risk according to the levels. No other indicators are truly needed. Salesforce, CRM is the ticker. On the weekly, clearly 194 is a very tough one for the bulls. Look here, it was a very important support during 2022 from February till April. Then it broke to the downside. Since then, from April all the way to August, tried to break up and above. Bulls gave up, went down. Now, bulls are trying once again for the few past weeks. So, clearly we are waiting for a week or so, breaking up above and closing above the 194. Then we can go to the daily, swing low, swing high, and then we have all the levels that we need to manage our risk. Above 194 to the upside, then we have all the levels to the downside and future resistance to the upside. GDX, gold miners ETF. As we can see, uptrend, retraced, 50%, bounce. Now we are looking for a continuation towards the 33, 34 area. You can see it very clear also on the daily. So if you're not long yet, wait for a break day or two above the 31, 70, 32, and then with high probability, all these levels to the upside will become future resistance. Of course, everything you see on this video is for educational purposes only. Always do your own due diligence. Become your own indicator. If you want to become your own indicator and stop following others, including myself, check the links in the description below. We have two programs, one-on-one live mentorship program or the pre-recorded Fibonacci Traders program, 6 hours, 49 lessons. My promise to you that by the end of this journey, you will become your own indicator. Check the Discord channel for testimonials from past students. They are all taking their own financial freedom in their own hands. LLY, if you're following me on Twitter, you know this name. We are waiting for a break up and above the 336, and as we can see, this 336 is a very tough one. Now, on the weekly, it looks like it broke up and above, so we look for continuation towards the 351, and by default, we use all the levels to manage our risk. And I mean, when I say manage our risk, I mean our stop loss. We define our stop loss according to the Fibonacci levels. MU, Micron Technology, 61, look left, very tough resistance. Let's see if we can get continuation at least towards the 65, and only by looking left we can anticipate with high probability that once price will reach the 65 area, it will become a very tough resistance. So if you want, you can wait for a break above the 65 area, 2-3 days above it, then it will retest it as support, and then continuation to the upside. And of course, nothing is 100%. It's all high probability. Trading is a probability game. Look for the A+ setups, learn in-depth candlestick analysis, and then you will have it. PG, Procter & Gamble, 147, very interesting level of resistance and support. Now we are looking for a continuation towards the 154, and if we have a trend line over here, you take high, lower high. Now next resistance will be this blue trend line, breaking up and above 155, and then probably all the way to 165. We have our alert over here, as you can see. Fibonacci traders, we are waiting for a day or two breaking above the 157, 158 area, and then we can take long position. Toll Brothers, on the weekly, we can see high, lower highs. Now also we can see also here. We take a trend line, connect the higher lows. Price range is getting tighter and tighter. We can see it also on the daily, of course, with a little bit more noisy, but we have this triangle. Now all we have to do is wait for price to break up or down. Anything can happen. Always prepare for both sides. Swing low, swing high, above the 60, above the triangle. Next will be 62.50. Below the triangle, below the 57, we have all the levels to the downside. Prepare for both sides. Never be biased. Roblox, still on a very close watch. We are waiting for 2 or 3 days closing above this area of the 45, 60, 46 area. This is the area we are waiting for a close above it, because we can see that since 1 year ago, February 2022, it was a very important level of support. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So we are waiting for a break up and above. And if you are a pattern seeker, a pattern trader, you can clearly see right, left shoulder, head, and maybe here we have a right shoulder. But Fibonacci traders, we don't rely on patterns, because patterns, everybody sees different. Price action is price action. Doesn't matter if it's on the daily, weekly, stock, ETF, crypto or forex. Candles are candles. Price action is price action. SE. Very nice run since October lows, from 40s all the way to 86, almost 100%, more than 100%. 110, very nice. On the daily you can clearly see uptrend channel, but we have here some kind of a doji. So if you're not long on SE yet, I would wait for some kind of a pullback towards the 76, maybe all the way back to this blue trend line, and then I would look for a bounce like it did here, like it did here, or another option is to wait for a break up and above this blue trend line, at least 2-3 days above it. Then we can manage our risk for long position according to the trend line and levels. AFRM, chart request weekend. And the weekly double bottom scenario, we are waiting for this double bottom to get validate. If we go to the daily, close above 11.11, then we can start thinking about long position. Until then, we watch price and wait. LW, consolidation between the 95 and the 102. In my opinion, they have earnings coming up. Let's see. Yep, earnings coming up April 6. So let's see where price is taking us. We have this trend line over here. We have this trend line over here. As you can see, on the short term uptrend channel, let's see continuation towards this one over here. Then we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, use 98, 99 to manage our stop loss. And with high probability, we can assume next major resistance will be this upper blue trend line. Don't forget April 6 earnings. CAT, Caterpillar, very nice short candidate. As you can see, we have this major gap over here, so we need to wait. We have a doji. Let's wait for a break below 211, then 207, then this gap will get filled. If you go to the weekly, breaking below the 618, closing below, so 207 and then 195, it's where the gap is. So Caterpillar, CAT is the ticker, short candidate. Snow, nothing special on here. As I can see, you have this trend line holding the higher lows, but we also have this trend line over here for the lower highs. So price range is getting tighter and tighter. Dojis after doji, indecision in the market. So if the market cannot decide, we surely cannot decide. If you want to go long, maybe above the 145.40, sorry. Using levels, tight stop loss, using levels to manage risk. In my opinion, price range is saying wait. ACB, another chart request. Aurora Cannabis, this whole sector looks terrible. MJ is the ETF. We have falling wedge, broke below it. So for now, I don't really see any. If you are planning long, in my opinion, no long here. Maybe a bounce off this trend line in the week or two to come. Broke below this one. Let's see this one. Still have where to go to the downside. If candles are rough on your eyes, and they can be rough on your eyes, you can go to line chart. Is the noise line chart? More downside is in the cards. As you can see, 354 broke, and now 302, 3 together with this trend line to the downside. Coin, another chart request from one of the followers. Overall, with all the bad news, it's looking pretty nice. We have this gap, and we know that more than 80% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. So we might go and fill this gap, and then we have on the daily, we have a double top scenario, which need to get validated below the 57. And then we have all the levels to the downside for potential support. And the weekly, on the other side, 53 is holding strong, 80, tough resistance, so long above the 81, short below the 53. MCD, McDonald's, who wants their double cheese. As you can see, downtrend, trying to break up and above, breaking above it. 280 is the next resistance. Above it we have 295, and to the upside on the daily, as you can see, since a few days ago, 8 or 7 sessions, basically moving to the sideways between 267 and 271, long above this trend line and above the 272, short below 269, placing our stop above the 272. And of course, once again, it's all for educational purposes only. It's only my opinion. Take under consideration that I might don't know what I'm talking about. So always do your own due diligence. Educate yourself, find a mentor if you want to take this trading journey to the next level. It's not side hustle. Believe me, I tried it. This is why I became a full-time trader in the past 7 years. Take it as a full-time business. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe, share with friends. If you want to become your own indicator, stop following others, pave your own path in the world of trading, check the links in the description below. 2 programs, one-on-one live mentorship or pre-recorded 6 hours, 49 lessons. My promise to you, lifetime access for support, guidance. All Discord channels are open until you will become your own indicator. Until the next video, enjoy the rest of your weekend.